Chapter 312, Visiting the Heavenly Prison at Night. It was not that Song Shi was tunneling underground, but that he was using the array formation power to teleport. In the glamorous Imperial City, there were spiderweb-like array formations. In the dark, many people used the array formation to teleport in and out, transmitting all kinds of information, transporting supplies, and even prisoners. There were also royal nobles who quickly shuttled through places with the array formation. Originally, Song Shi did not have the authority, but he could now break the array to allow himself in. He was like a hacker who secretly controlled some authority. As long as he did not go overboard, he could even enter and exit the Imperial City without anyone noticing and head to some important nodes on the array. For example, the Heavenly Prison. This place was also the focus of the array formation. It was located under the Imperial City and had accumulated the yin energy of the entire array formation. It suppressed all kinds of prisoners and even demons and ghosts. Even if soul transformation cultivators were locked up, they would not be able to escape. However, Song Shi secretly left with Bai Yuer. In a dark tunnel somewhere in the Heavenly Prison, there was only a candle burning. Suddenly, light flickered and two figures appeared. We can only go to the periphery. If we want to enter the depths through the array formation, we will be discovered by the person in charge of the array. Song Shi's words broke the silence. Young master is already very strong. If Yuer faces this array formation, she will probably alarm others at the door. Bai Yuer smiled. Let's just take a look around first. We don't have the specific situation inside the Heavenly Prison, so we will have to spend time searching the jail cells one by one. Song Shi took a few steps and came to a fork. Then, he was stunned. There were a total of 6 paths in front of him. It could be seen how complicated this prison was. Looks like it's a maze. Song Shi was speechless. He was momentarily at a loss. I can't use my thoughts to explore this place casually. I can only explore it bit by bit physically. He had no choice but to use the Heavenly Talisman technique to condense to invisibility talismans. One was for himself, and the other was for Bai Yuer. Soon, the light around them fluctuated and fused into the darkness. Let's go. The light here is dim, and we can't use our thoughts to investigate casually. It's very suitable for invisibility. As long as we don't encounter any special circumstances, it's very difficult to be discovered. Song Shi randomly chose a tunnel and advanced. The passageways along the way were specially made. The material was as tough as diamond. Furthermore, he realized that the deeper he went, the sturdier it became. There was even array formation power emanating from it. After passing through a passage, the terrain suddenly opened up, and a stench came rushing in. Cells appeared in front of him. There were 2 rows on the left and right. Some of them were empty, while others were holding either humans or demons. Regardless of whether they were humans or demons, they were all as dispirited as frosted eggplants. Song Shi swept his gaze around. There was no Bai Zhaoqin, so he skipped over. Screams came from the side, mixed with insults and torture. He walked over to take a look and saw that the prisoner was bloody beyond recognition. Song Shi was not interested in watching any longer and continued walking. Next, Song Shi saw the dark side of the rule of an empire. The underground spaces were scattered like beehives. They were either cells or execution grounds. Conservatively speaking, there were no less than 100,000 prisoners imprisoned. Compared to the survival of the fittest among us demons, you humans are actually more cruel. You won't kill anyone you catch. You would rather torture, Bai Yuer teased. The main thing is to maintain the imperial rule. Any person or demon imprisoned here is a manifestation of the rebellion against the rule. Song Shi shook his head. Let's try our best to go down. No matter what, Bai Zhaoqin is still considered my ghost. She should be valued more than them. The distribution of cells on the same level was very complicated. It was normal for unfamiliar people to get lost. Song Shi could only try his best to go down and get to the bottom first. The further down they went, the greater the pressure formed by the array. If not for Song Shi secretly controlling some of the array's authority, people who entered rashly without permission would be suppressed by the array formation power to the point of being unable to move. After descending countless levels, Bai Yuer stopped in front of a cage. There was an exceptionally weak monkey whose body had been pierced through. She said in surprise, "This is a guy with the Zhuyan bloodline. I heard that he was exterminated. I didn't expect him to be trapped here." Zhuyan? Oh, he is a descendant of the ancient vicious beasts. Song Shi took another look. It was a red-haired monkey that looked a little miserable. "Young master, look, there's also a 9-nether ghost spider. Could it have been captured from the heavenly ghost sect?" Bai Yuer said in surprise. "That's most likely the case. The Great Qian Empire has accumulated a lot of resources during their expeditions." Song Shi realized that the demons imprisoned in the depths of the heavenly prison had become more advanced. As for humans, their cultivation levels had also exceeded the Golden Core realm. As he walked, he heard a woman's strange laughter. It was as sharp and unpleasant as a demon's. Song Shi thought that someone had gone crazy from being locked up. In the end, he saw a woman who was not restrained squatting in front of a demon beast's corpse and eating crazily. An unholy aura filled the air, and black tentacles emerged from the woman's body, making her look like a monster. As if sensing something, the woman suddenly turned her head and sized up Song Shi and Bai Yuer with her green eyes. "Am I seeing things?" the woman muttered and licked with her blood-red tongue. Her mouth was filled with sharp fangs as she lowered her head and continued eating. Song Shi and Bai Yuer quickly left and mobilized a portion of their nomological powers to hide the fluctuations. "This woman almost sensed us. She looks quite strange, like a tentacle monster. Is this person a human or a demon? They should be the descendants of both humans and demons." Bai Yuer's words made Song Shi frown. He continued deeper and encountered something similar. This time, the intermix of species was even more obvious. It had a dog face and a human body. Even though it was chained up, it was tearing at the chains crazily, making cracking sounds. Looks like the Sky Demon cult hasn't given up on nurturing these things. Song Shi was deep in thought. By daybreak, Song Shi still could not find Bai Zhaoqin. It was too complicated down there. Without using his thoughts, it was difficult to quickly find Bai Zhaoqin, whose whereabouts were unknown. They had no choice but to return the way they came. When they passed by the tentacle freak woman's cell, Song Shi was shocked to find that she was gone. Could it be that this heavenly prison has a leisure time for prisoners to be free too? Song Shi's expression was strange. "Young master, I feel a familiar aura, but I can't remember who it is." Bai Yuer frowned. "It's fine if you can't remember. What happened here has nothing to do with us. It's better to leave quickly. Don't alert the prison guards of the heavenly prison later and affect our departure." Song Shi waved his hand. They had to go to the periphery of the heavenly prison as soon as possible, so they could use the array formation to leave and think of a way to find Bai Zhaoqin's exact location. On their way back, Song Shi saw a prison guard following a leader. He looked at the jailer suspiciously. Why did he feel that this prison guard's aura was very familiar? An idea flashed through Song Shi's mind. He widened his eyes. This is that strange woman. He looked at Bai Yuer, who was also puzzled. He asked, "You noticed it too?" "Yes, young master. This prison guard is a disguise by that woman just now, but the other person is the main point." Bai Yuer's expression was serious. "It's a mole. Maybe we can catch him and ask him about Bai Zhaoqin's situation." "Young master, this person is a guardian of Heavenly Devil Cult. I was wondering why I felt a familiar aura." Bai Yuer said something that Song Shi did not know. "Guardian?" Song Shi's interest was piqued. "First of all, let's eliminate Hong Luo because I killed her. This is Thousand Faces." Bai Yuer said firmly, "No wonder I haven't heard of his movements all these years. It turns out that he has long infiltrated the Imperial City, and is even in the Heavenly Prison, one of the forbidden areas of Great Qian.